The last one that I can say, and I'm 10 minutes in, I can't believe it, is know your worth and charge some tax on that. I remember back in the days, I used to be excited when I would hear the hourly rate for how much a job is paying me. Now my mind works a little different. Now I always think if they're willing to pay me this, I can only imagine how much they're making off of me, right? So let's say, for example, you work at a home care agency and they're willing to pay you $60 an hour. You'll be like, oh, okay, especially if you're coming from the hospital. Because let me tell y'all something, the hospital don't pay anything. The hospital is where you go to get experience and keep it moving. That's the place for new grads, in my opinion. So, you know, when you come out of that and you hear somebody willing to pay you more, you're like, oh, yes. But you got to think about it. How much are they getting paid an hour without ever touching a patient, without ever having change a wound, a dressing, without having to go into the filthy house, without having to make sure you don't pick up bed bugs and pests? So if they're willing to pay you $60 an hour, they're probably making $150 or more. An employer will never lose. So if they're paying you that amount, you always got to think, wow, I wonder how much they're getting paid. And so to me, I've looked at entrepreneurship very different, because I think that's the only time that you're really going to get paid what you're worth. And if you don't even want to start your own business, make sure that you're not timid or afraid to ask what you think you're worth. Make sure you stand up for yourself, that you advocate for yourself, that you know what you bring to the table, and that you're paid accordingly. Because a lot of times these jobs will hype you up with a title or a position and have you feeling like you're a big dog. Like, you know, they throw a director on it, manager on it, head of blah, 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 chief. They throw these 4 words around: head, chief, director, coordinator. And, you know, people get excited because it's like, I'm the head of da 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 da. Make sure that your pay reflects that, because a lot of times I will see the nurses in those positions and I will be like, oh, how much does she get paid? Like, how much more than the regular staff nurses? And they'll be like, girl, not even $1 more an hour. Not even $1. Yet they're on call, yet they're doing this, yet they're doing that. So just to be able to go, I'm the director of blah, blah, blah. Make sure that the position matches the pay, that the responsibilities and the requirement matches the pay. Some people are obsessed with titles. Me personally, I can only speak for me again. I've never been one of those. I don't care what you call me. I want the checks to clear and I want the pay to reflect what I think I'm worth and what I need to